What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So you're not gonna believe some of the crazy Funko Pops we could see this year. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So today is part 2 of our 100 new Funko leaks and rumors. Yesterday I did part 1. Make sure to check that out if you missed it because there's so much fun stuff in there like Spider-Man 2, FNAF, a new Bleach Pop, and so much more. Today's video though features a lot of fun licenses that we could see way later into 2024. So if you're excited, make sure to hit that like button down below and let's jump into it. Wait a minute, I almost forgot the question of the day for today's video, which is, do you own a Funko Pop in your collection that is bald? And I'm gonna go with Saitama. Let's go ahead and start off with pop movies today. So first up, The Shawshank Redemption. Yes, you heard me right. 2 new Funko Pops could be coming from this movie, which do include some of the main characters, Andy and Ellis there, which I think is really awesome. This is obviously one of the most classic movies out there, one of the best movies of all time. And if you haven't seen the Shawshank Redemption movie, I highly recommend you watch it. You will not regret it at all. And I think a lot of people in the comments can definitely agree with me there. Something else I was actually kind of curious about, and none come to mind at all, is would this be the first Morgan Freeman Funko Pop, or am I crazy, or is there like one out there? Let me know, because I feel like this might be the first. Next year, we have a Rebel Without a Cause here, and we will have a Jim Stark in this lineup. Kind of curious if there will be any other pops or maybe just a standalone pop here, but still pretty cool. Another pretty fun one that a lot of people are very excited about, and I'm sure it'll be very popular, is from Bloodsport, and we have Frank here. And I'd imagine the pop is most likely going to look exactly like this in this pose. Next year, this is something I actually personally haven't seen or heard of, and that's Singin' in the Rain, and we do have a Dawn Lockwood here. So again, this might be like well before my time, I'm assuming here, but let me know if anybody has seen this. And the final pop movie in today's video is from Casino here, and we will have 3 characters including Ginger, Sam, and Nikki here. So another movie I haven't actually seen, but some really great actors in there with Robert De Niro especially. Moving along, we have so many possible new Valentine's Day Funko Pops, which are expected closer to the end of the year here, which Funko usually does these around November, December, so they're in time for Valentine's Day in February of the next year. And some of these may even excite you, including Wally, Eve, Stitch, Angel, Chucky, Tiffany, Elphaba, I think that's how you pronounce that, Glinda, and Ghostface. I think one of the biggest winners here is definitely Ghostface. Now, for those who haven't heard, don't worry, this is not the only Ghostface pop we could be seeing. It does seem that Funko was able to maybe get the license back because there were other rumors of possible new Ghostface pops, which if I remember correctly might include a regular size Ghostface and a 10-inch one, I think. So don't worry, if you're a big Ghostface fan, you can't afford the original $400 one. It is likely we're going to see another one in the future. I talked about this in past videos. But yes, guys, we should be getting another Ghostface variant outside of this Valentine's Day one, and that's great if you can't afford the original $400 one. So usually I don't really care for these Valentine's Day pops normally, because normally Funko just takes the old mold and paints them pink for the theme. But sometimes they do make newer molds where they give them like chocolates, flowers, or gift boxes essentially. So these could be interesting, they could not be, but let me know if you're excited for any of them. Next up here, let's go over some of the anime we do have. So first up is Agretsuko here. So 2 new pops in this line, and we haven't actually seen any pops from this lineup in a while. So we do have Agretsuko with guitar and Agretsuko with headphones there. So something I actually haven't seen. It's always looked kind of interesting, but in general, I just haven't really had a personal interest in it. But let me know if there are any fans of it, and if the show is good or not and worth a watch. The next anime we have is My Hero Academia, and this is actually a pretty interesting looking wave. So check this out. In this, we do have Bakugo in his new suit, which no surprise here, another Bakugo. We also have Daigoro, I think that's how you pronounce that, but he's the Black Whip user, one of the original ones. We also have Nana Shimura, as well as Jirota. So the weird one here is Jirota, in my opinion. It's like, why? Like, I'm not saying he's not a cool character and people like him. I'm more so saying the Class 1B exclusive at Hot Topic did not do very well, like at all, to the point they kept discounting it. So the fact that we may be getting another one of him is just blowing my mind right now. Though I think the winner of the wave here is definitely Shimura. That's really awesome, long overdue for her, so I can't wait to see how that turns out. The Bakugo could be cool, maybe? I guess, like, but we have so many Bakugos already. But I do want to kind of be fair with Funko in terms of designing Bakugo, because there's only so much you could do with him, especially with his quirk. because he's not like Deku. And, you know, if you know, you know with Deku. So with Bakugo, they can only do him blasting like that. Though I'm not defending the fact that we should have as many molds that Funko has made of him, but maybe this new suit will look pretty cool. But I am curious your thoughts and opinions on this wave. Do you think it's a very kind of like mixed and weird wave? I kind of do. Next here for Yu-Gi-Oh, another pretty crazy wave here. So included in this wave is Cyber Dragon, Magician of Chaos, Magician's Valkyria, Zane, and Rainbow Dragon 6-inch. I think that Valkyria could turn out really freaking awesome. I'm very excited to see how that turns out in its mold. I'll definitely pick that one up to put next to my Dark Magician girl. But overall, like, they've been killing it with Yu-Gi-Oh! I usually do not have any complaints with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Line. Maybe like a few here and there. I think the 10-inch like Harpy's Pet Dragon, a lot of people didn't like because like they wanted it to be a 6-inch pop like the other ones. But other than that, I rarely hear complaints about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Line. They're killing it just like Black Clover, and I'm sure all of these are going to turn out great. Actually, I just lied. There were like 2 instances where they made that like Chrome Toon Dragon T-bundle at GameStop, as well as that 5-headed dragon didn't turn out as great as everybody wanted for NYCC. Moving on, not anime, but close enough, we do have Avatar: The Last Airbender. So included in this is Toph, Zuko, Katara, and Aang in deluxe form. So my best guess here is like everybody else, and that would be them bending. It has every element there, water, fire, air, and earth. So maybe it's like a build-a-scene something. I think that would be so freaking cool seeing them all using their bending in a freaking diorama piece. So here's hoping that Funko really goes all out for this one. And this would have been perfect to release around the live action release, but maybe they're not ready yet. A thought I did actually have for this was, what if Funko's trying to like recreate the opening for Avatar: The Last Airbender where it shows all the different benders as it's narrating? That would be neat. Next up, for more animation, we do have a new Simpsons line here. So for the Simpsons, we have Homer as an astronaut, Bart with the skateboard, Milhouse Fallout Boy, Sideshow Bob, which is another variation, as well as Martin Prince as Calliope. I think that's how you pronounce that, but yeah. So what's cool about this is that we're getting a little bit more of normal designs of the Simpsons characters, like the Bart with skateboard, which is great, because we really haven't gotten too many normal variations. It's been a lot of the Treehouse of Horror pops. And not saying that there's anything wrong with those pops by any means. They're very creative with those, and usually they turn out really great, especially some of the recent exclusives. But I do think Simpsons fans would really appreciate maybe revamped versions or newer versions of the Simpsons family, because the original ones are like super expensive these days. And since Funko seems to be remaking a lot of pops anyways, I don't see why they shouldn't do the Simpsons. Now our final 2 pops today include some brand new comic covers here. So firstly here, for Star Wars, we do have the Sand Trooper number 31 cover, and the next one is Action Comics number 644 here. Well guys, that's everything for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed this part 2 series again. I think it's kind of fun to kind of split it up a little bit versus doing one giant video, because you know, we can build up anticipation and have some fun with it. So if you did enjoy, hit that like button down below, and subscribe and click that notification bell for future videos. I really do think 2024 is gearing up to be one of Funko's best years for announcements. They've already announced some crazy stuff in the last 3 months, and we have 9 more months in this year for them to just continue to wow us. For now though, I am getting off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.